Hey, Alters by Chrome. I was going to bring you a random game here. I only got one in because I had a bunch of people pop through the door at the last second of this game before we scooped, and I could not play any more games at that point, so I apologize. It's only a one gamer, but I did play a random game against this guy. I believe he was playing a version of the deck. That's what it seemed like to me. So let's get down to it. Alright, so it starts off, he picked the middle pile. He was already shuffled up, so I didn't ask him to do anything. That's no big deal. Magics are fun anyway, so I wasn't sweating it. But look at that playmat. Is that not the coolest playmat? He's down from Italy. I'm actually home. I had an operation on my wrist, so if you see the bandage on my wrist, that was just because I had a little procedure done, so I had to stay home today, unfortunately. He was on the play first. He won the dice, and he's gonna pop down some power with a Mox and a Tundra. If I remember right, I top deck a Sol Ring, and I was trying to decide between a Curdate and a Sol Ring. That's where I was kind of hesitant there for a second. And we were talking about his playmat and that at the same time, and I think he dropped something. So I put the Sol Ring down and I went to tap, and I waited a minute till he was back and ready. He was trying to turn some lights on to help improve, but I guess there was some darkness on his end of the spectrum. He's back and ready to go. And there we go. Now I remember to tap to land. He's in a Divine Offering and gain a life. That tells me there he's probably playing the deck, because there's not many decks that main deck Divine Offering. So now I go the other route. Play the bird first to see if he has anything crazy he wanted to do. He didn't, so there comes the Curdate. And I pass. In a minute here, I realize that I forgot to have dice for my hand. Because my shields kind of all stack up there, even though I try and leave it on camera 24/7, so this way there's really no time where my hand isn't away. I'm going to go grab a dice real quick, so that's what I'm bouncing around for. But so far he slapped down a Factory. That's another indicator to me it's a version of the deck. The only thing it could possibly be is robots, but I mean, I guess it could be Triple S. Some of those run a Divine Offering main deck also, but there's not really that many different decks. So I'm going to slap down a City. I'm going to attack for 2 and see if he does anything. I was hoping he would tap out, but he's just going to take it. So I'm going to try and go for the throat here a little. I'm going to lose a life, and I'm going to play an Earn 'em. I'm going to put my 3 cards on the table. He realizes he's in a lot of trouble, but he had one amazing hand to start with. He had Power, Factory, double blue sources, Divine Offering, and here comes a balance. Wait, do you see the rest of the cards he discards here? It's kind of crazy. This is how I knew it was the deck. I'm tapped out. There's nothing I can do about it because I don't play Power and I don't play blue, so. But if you know me at all, I have a creature in my hand. There it is. Regrowth and a Mirror Universe right off the bat. That was one crazy cool hand. So he passed, I drew. I decided to shoot off a gargoyle right away because he had a white source tapped, so if he was going to plow it, he had to do it on his turn, and I would take away his double blue source. That was my thought process, at least. But he plays a tome, and this is where I kind of went for a little bit of a gut shot for him. I realized he only has 2 lands, so I'll swing for 2 first. And with the glare, I asked him if that was a tome again. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't forget something. Yep, there he goes. So this is where I'm going to try and take away all his steam. I'm going to strip that Tundra out, try and get rid of his white source there. Now I'm going to disenchant the book. See if I can slow him down a little bit. There comes another factory. But I have 2 cards in my hand. At the moment, I had a plow. He's going to hit me for 3, which is fine for me. That tells me he doesn't have anything in his hand that's useful at the moment. Swing first. Pop out Alliance. I'm going to try this deck a little bit. My version 2 did not work that well. So I'll try and kind of pull a thought process out from some of the great old school Magic players. The deck was created because it was the best cards that played together. So if I take out blue, I'm going to try and play the best cards that played it well together. So there's where I'm making him suffer. So he doesn't want to lose the life and get too far behind, so he activates a factory, and I bolt it, and he thought, okay, I'm good now, so he activates the other one, and I plow the other one. So now he is really far behind with no lands and only 2 Moxen. So I'm going to swing for 4 to make sure he doesn't have anything in his hand. I'm going to pass with 1. If I remember right, I do have an Urnum. I'm just waiting for another land. I'm going to try and play a library because I'm sure he's holding a counterspell. And there goes the counter. Now I'm going to attack for 2. Pass the turn. Not sure how many cards he has in hand. I think he has 3. I believe that's what that front dice was for. I believe right now is where a bunch of kids just burst through the door all excited. They caught all kinds of fish and they had a great time. And they weren't even there that long. I think they were there for about an hour down at the lake by my house. And I think the first catch was a bass, and it caught 9 other fish. So they were so excited. And he's still trying to decide exactly what he's doing here. I think he realizes exactly how much trouble he's in. He has extra mana. Alright, he's going to pass turn. This is where the final threat comes. I draw 1 more land. So I'm going to swing in for 4. He's going to plow the gargoyle. Like I said in the deck text, everybody shoots for the gargoyles because they are just, I realize how insane they really are. They're very, very deadly creatures. Play an Urnum. He's going to draw. Pray to God he gets a source. He does not. He gets a land, not a source of removal. I got 6 damage facing him. He's got to get rid of that 3/5. He's already used the balance. He's already used the mana drain, and that's it. There's the scoop. So I'm going to apologize to him and say I have to run because of all the kids that just came through the door. And there's the hello, goodbye.